What to do following a period of no contact. You have steadfastly held your ground, maintaining a deliberate silence, thereby ensuring that your absence has been deeply felt. However, the truly pivotal phase now begins. Should you fail to navigate this delicate stage with precision, every ounce of effort you have invested up to this point could, unfortunately, prove counterproductive. Within this comprehensive guide, I will meticulously lay out the precise actions you must undertake to inspire her to pursue you, to rekindle her heartfelt desire, and to firmly establish your standing as the undeniably high-value individual whom she finds utterly irresistible. Remain with me through this entire discussion, for this revelation holds the key to the profound transformation you have been anticipating. Section 1. Why the no-contact strategy is merely the initiation. Understand this clearly. The period of no contact is far from being the ultimate destination. Rather, it serves as the crucial opening gambit in a well-conceived, strategic process. Envision it as the act of resetting a chessboard entirely. By consciously withdrawing, you have successfully engineered a void, a space that compels her to genuinely reflect upon your absence. Yet here lies the fundamental truth. Your subsequent actions, and only those, will definitively determine whether she embarks on a chase to regain your attention or simply decides to move forward with her life. Many individuals mistakenly believe that simply initiating the no-contact period constitutes the entirety of the strategy. But in truth, it is merely one potent tool in a much larger arsenal. Without the appropriate and timely follow-up, its potential impact inevitably dissipates into nothingness. Consider this scenario. Throughout the duration of your no-contact period, she has most likely experienced an intense emotional roller coaster. Initially, she might have felt a sense of empowerment from your silence, perhaps even believing she had somehow emerged victorious. However, as the days and weeks progressively unfold, a gnawing doubt begins to insinuate itself, and she starts to wonder with increasing intensity if you have truly vanished from her life for good. This very thought then acts as a powerful trigger, causing her to think about you with far greater frequency and depth. Nevertheless, if you choose to break your carefully maintained silence in a manner that conveys weakness or desperation, you will tragically unravel all the significant progress you have painstakingly achieved. This is precisely why your next strategic maneuver holds such immense importance. It will either firmly solidify your elevated position as a truly high-value individual, or it will utterly shatter the positive perception you have diligently cultivated. Always remember, the no-contact period grants her an invaluable opportunity to intimately experience what her existence feels like without your presence. It gently plants the nascent seed of curiosity, but your precise and deliberate actions that follow are what truly nourish and bring that seed to fruition. This entire endeavor is not about engaging in superficial games. It is fundamentally about unequivocally reinforcing your inherent worth and demonstrating beyond any doubt that your absence was not merely an impulsive reaction. It was instead a profoundly conscious and strategic decision. A man who possesses an unshakable understanding of his own intrinsic worth invariably operates with a clear and definitive plan. And now, the opportune moment has arrived to flawlessly execute it. Section 2. Observe her initial maneuvers. The immediate aftermath of the no-contact period is critically important because her subsequent behavior will eloquently reveal her true intentions. Pay exceedingly close attention to what she actually does, rather than simply focusing on what she explicitly says. Does she initiate contact with you via text message completely out of the blue? Does she subtly like your social media posts or begin publishing content that appears to be specifically aimed at you? These are all valuable clues, but here is the essential subtlety. Do not jump to premature conclusions. Take your time, allowing yourself ample opportunity to thoroughly analyze the situation at hand. For instance, if she sends a casual message such as, "Hey," it might seem utterly insignificant on the surface, but it is, in fact, her subtle method of testing the waters. She is attempting to ascertain whether you will respond with immediate eagerness, or if you have genuinely progressed beyond the relationship. This is precisely where patience transforms into your most formidable superpower. By intentionally refraining from reacting too quickly, you powerfully signal that you are not easily swayed or readily available. Truly high-value individuals do not rush. They meticulously assess the situation. Even her continued silence can be profoundly revealing. If she does not reach out to you, it does not necessarily indicate that she has completely moved on from you. Occasionally, individuals will deliberately mirror your actions, patiently waiting to see if you will be the first to break under the pressure. She might simply be anticipating that you will initiate the first move, but instead of succumbing to panic, wisely utilize this time to intensely focus on your own self-improvement and well-being. The paramount objective is to consistently remain composed and impeccably strategic. Understand that her initial overtures are merely the outermost layer of what is truly unfolding within the intricate depths of her mind. Section 3. Reignite the attraction. Now that the pathway to communication is gradually opening, your subsequent and crucial step is to subtly reignite the fundamental spark of attraction. This is absolutely not about grand sweeping gestures or excessively dramatic messages. In fact, in this particular scenario, less is decidedly more. The overarching objective here is to gently remind her why she was initially drawn to you, but to achieve this in a manner that feels utterly effortless and entirely natural. Begin with a response that radiates quiet confidence and maintains a perfectly neutral tone. For example, if she reaches out with a simple inquiry like, "Hey, it's been a while, how's everything?" Responding with something similar works absolute wonders. It clearly demonstrates that you are approachable yet not overtly eager or desperate. Scrupulously avoid delving into weighty topics or bringing up any elements of the past. Ensure that the overall tone remains lighthearted, playfully intriguing, and forward-looking. You want her to feel entirely comfortable engaging in conversation with you without experiencing any sense of undue pressure. Here is where a significant number of individuals frequently make a critical error. They attempt to abruptly leap back into the exact dynamic they shared prior to the period of no contact. Do not, under any circumstances, commit this mistake. Instead, seize this opportunity to demonstrably show her that you have evolved considerably. Perhaps you have enthusiastically embraced a new hobby, successfully achieved a significant personal goal, or enacted several positive changes in your life. Allow her to perceive that you are no longer precisely the same person she previously knew. This tangible personal growth is precisely what will powerfully reignite her attraction and compel her to view you in a profoundly new and compelling light. Section 4. Cultivate genuine curiosity. Curiosity is an exceptionally potent emotion, and at this particular juncture it will prove to be your most invaluable ally. The less information she possesses about your recent activities, the stronger her intrinsic desire will be to uncover precisely what you have been doing. However, this absolutely does not imply that you should vanish completely from her awareness. Instead, it signifies that you should be highly selective and strategic about the specific details you choose to share. For instance, consider posting a photograph of yourself hiking a challenging trail, attending an engaging social event, or diligently working on a significant personal project. These subtle yet impactful updates effectively convey to her that you are living a vibrant, fulfilling, and exciting life, entirely independent of her presence. But here is the critical balance. Do not overdo it. Posting with excessive frequency or making your attempts to capture her attention too overtly obvious can regrettably backfire. The ultimate objective is to subtly pique her genuine interest without giving her the impression that you are actively seeking her validation. Curiosity also functions exceptionally well within your conversations. When you do engage in interaction, purposefully refrain from revealing every single detail at once. If she inquires about your recent endeavors, provide her with just enough intriguing information to sustain her interest and leave her wanting more. The more you wisely leave to her imagination, the more intensely she will desire to discover further. By meticulously implementing these strategic steps, you will position yourself firmly in a powerful stance, enabling you to inspire her to pursue you, to effectively reignite the profound attraction, and to consistently keep her deeply intrigued. Simply remember, the essence lies in maintaining an aura of cool composure, demonstrably showcasing your personal growth and allowing the natural force of curiosity to perform its invaluable work. Maintain both patience and a strategic mindset. Your well-considered actions will resonate far more powerfully than any mere words. When she inevitably asks about the details of your life, offer her a compelling glimpse, but always leave her with an undeniable longing for more. For example, if she says, "What have you been up to?" you could confidently reply, "A great deal of exciting stuff. I will certainly tell you about it sometime." This concise response successfully keeps her deeply intrigued and compels her to invest greater effort into understanding what truly unfolds in your world. Section 5. Maintain emotional equilibrium. One of the most substantial challenges following a period of no contact is consistently maintaining your emotional equilibrium. It is remarkably easy to become completely swept up in the initial excitement of reconnecting. But this is precisely where many individuals tend to falter. They become excessively available far too quickly, thereby inadvertently undoing all the significant progress they meticulously achieved during the no-contact phase. To effectively circumvent this pitfall, consistently remember that your emotional state should remain remarkably steady and unwavering. Do not, under any circumstances, allow her actions to dictate your feelings or your carefully considered responses. Whether she exhibits overt enthusiasm or appears somewhat distant, your composed approach should remain perfectly consistent. This steadfast emotional stability not only powerfully conveys self-confidence, but it also fosters a profound sense of security and trust within the burgeoning dynamic. Emotional balance also unequivocally necessitates the establishment of clear and firm boundaries. If she attempts to reintroduce past conflicts or deliberately tries to test your patience, do not permit these attempts to unsettle you or knock you off balance. Respond with unwavering calmness and assertive clarity, thereby unequivocally demonstrating that you are in complete control of your emotions. This mature self-possession profoundly reinforces your inherent value and definitively sets the appropriate tone for how the potential relationship should progress into the future. Section 6. Allow her to demonstrate her value. The no-contact period worked its unique magic, but the story by no means concludes there. When she eventually reaches out, the most pervasive error individuals make is rushing to immediately restore her to a position of utmost importance, or to place her back on a pedestal. Not this time. This crucial phase is precisely where you have the unparalleled opportunity to fundamentally redefine the inherent dynamics of the relationship. This time, it is unequivocally her turn to actively demonstrate her value and commitment. Here is the undeniable truth. Relationships achieve their greatest strength and longevity when both individuals invest equally, with genuine effort and reciprocal commitment. Following a period of no contact, the scales of engagement naturally tip in your favor. She has undoubtedly missed your presence, keenly felt your absence, and perhaps even critically questioned her own previous choices. Now is your definitive chance to ensure she truly comprehends and appreciates your intrinsic worth. How do you achieve this? Subtly, yet with unwavering decisiveness. When she sends a text message or initiates a phone call, do not succumb to the temptation of being immediately and excessively available. Respond, but do so with a clear and deliberate purpose. If she proposes a meeting, do not immediately agree with eager enthusiasm. Instead, calmly state something along the lines of, "Let me review my schedule and I will get back to you soon." This approach is not intended to be dismissive or uncaring. Its true purpose is to unequivocally demonstrate that your time is exceptionally valuable and that you have a life brimming with other commitments and priorities. When you do engage with her, subtly shift the primary focus onto her actions and investment. Is she genuinely making a discernible effort to actively rebuild the connection between you? Is she consistently demonstrating that she deeply respects and truly values your time and attention? If her actions fall short in these areas, do not hesitate for a moment to take a deliberate step back once again. You have already unequivocally proven that you are entirely capable of walking away. And that very ability is precisely what makes you truly irreplaceable. Allow her to fully realize that being with you is not a guaranteed entitlement. It is instead something she must conscientiously strive to earn through her actions and commitment. Section 7. be the man she cannot replace. The act of walking away was not merely about creating physical or emotional distance. It was fundamentally about granting yourself the essential space and profound opportunity for personal growth. Now the time has arrived to confidently showcase that remarkable growth. Women are powerfully and intrinsically attracted to individuals who possess a clear sense of purpose, a strong inner drive, and the undeniable ability to stand confidently on their own 2 feet. These deeply rooted traits render you utterly unforgettable and ensure that no other individual can ever truly fill the unique space you once occupied within her life. Begin by honestly asking yourself this pivotal question. What concrete steps have I taken during the no-contact period to genuinely improve myself? Whether it involved diligently hitting the gym, significantly leveling up your career trajectory, or passionately pursuing exciting new hobbies, remember that these transformative changes are not solely for her benefit. They are first and foremost for you. But here is the critical insight. She will undoubtedly notice them. When she witnesses the new, improved, and more vibrant version of you, it will ignite a powerful and undeniable realization within her that losing you would equate to losing something truly rare and extraordinary. You do not need to overtly flaunt your growth with boastful displays. Subtlety is your most potent ally in this endeavor. Casually mention an intriguing new project you are actively working on, or discreetly drop subtle hints about your recent accomplishments and successes. This nuanced approach will cause her to perceive you as an individual who is constantly evolving, someone who does not dwell in the past but continually strives forward. That particular kind of dynamic energy is undeniably magnetic. What makes this strategy so profoundly powerful is its ability to tap into one of her deepest and most primal fears, the fear of irrevocably losing someone she genuinely cannot replace. By diligently focusing on becoming the absolute best version of yourself, you naturally and effortlessly reinforce the compelling idea that you are indeed one of a kind. Section 8. Maintain complete control of your emotions. Reconnecting after a period of no contact can feel like navigating an emotional minefield. You might experience a sudden surge of exhilarating excitement when she finally reaches out, but here is precisely where a great many individuals stumble significantly. They permit their immediate emotions to completely dictate their subsequent actions. If your objective is to effectively maintain the established power dynamic, you must remain composed and in complete control of your emotional responses. Imagine this scenario. She sends you a message after weeks of deliberate silence. Your initial instinctive reaction might be to reply instantly, pouring out every single thought and feeling you have longed to express. Resist that powerful urge with unwavering discipline. Instead, take a quiet moment to simply breathe deeply and thoughtfully consider what response most effectively aligns with your overarching long-term goals. Remember, you are not merely attempting to win her back. You are, more importantly, diligently building a dynamic where mutual respect and stable emotional balance form the unbreakable foundation. Maintaining complete control does not imply being cold, distant, or indifferent. It unequivocally means responding thoughtfully with careful consideration and steadfastly maintaining your composure, even if her messages appear to be emotionally charged or demanding. If she attempts to reignite past conflicts or deliberately tries to test your patience, do not engage in any reactive or impulsive behavior. Respond instead with calm confidence and unwavering assurance, thereby demonstrating to her that you are not easily swayed or shaken from your resolve. This profound emotional steadiness not only renders you considerably more attractive, but it also definitively sets the appropriate tone for how the relationship will effectively function moving forward. She will come to perceive you as an individual who is genuinely grounded, inherently self-assured, and entirely capable of handling significant challenges without losing emotional control. It is an exceptionally rare and valuable quality that is genuinely difficult for anyone to resist. Section 9. Create a vision she desires to be a part of. When you successfully reconnect, the objective is not simply to rebuild what once was. It is, more importantly, about collaboratively creating something far superior and more fulfilling. Individuals are instinctively drawn to those who possess a compelling vision. Individuals who clearly understand where they are heading in life and precisely what they truly desire from their existence. If you can skillfully paint for her a vivid and appealing picture of a future that she genuinely wishes to be an integral part of, she will not merely want you back. She will actively and enthusiastically work towards integrating herself into your journey. Begin by meticulously clarifying your own personal goals and aspirations. What do you earnestly desire to achieve in the upcoming year, in the next 5 years, or even within the next 10 years? When you possess a crystal clear vision for your own life, it naturally transforms into a powerful magnet, attracting the right individuals into your orbit. When you share that compelling vision with her, not in a boastful or arrogant manner, but as an authentic component of a genuine and heartfelt conversation, it will ignite a profound desire within her to align herself with your purpose and direction. For instance, if you are diligently working on establishing a new business venture or ardently pursuing a deeply held personal passion, discuss it with genuine excitement and unwavering confidence. Allow her to witness the inherent drive and unwavering ambition that vigorously fuels you. This approach is not merely about impressing her. It is, more importantly, about unequivocally demonstrating to her that your life possesses clear direction and profound meaning, whether she is a part of it or not. The true beauty of this approach lies in its ability to completely shift the dynamic. Instead of you attempting to force your way into her world, she will be eagerly desirous of fitting herself into yours. This fundamental shift cultivates a powerful sense of harmonious alignment and ensures that the relationship feels like a true partnership, rather than a relentless pursuit. Section 10. Never lose sight of your inherent worth. As you meticulously navigate the complex post-no contact phase, there is one paramount truth you must never ever lose sight of: your own intrinsic worth. The act of walking away and initiating the period of no contact were profound acts of self-respect. They unequivocally demonstrated to both her and, more importantly, to yourself, that you deeply value your time, your precious energy, and your emotional well-being. That very same unwavering self-respect should conscientiously guide every single decision you make moving forward. Here's the stark reality. Not every individual will consistently recognize or fully appreciate your worth, and that is perfectly acceptable. What truly matters is that you unequivocally recognize it. If she is not genuinely willing to meet you halfway or consistently invest the necessary effort to diligently rebuild the connection, do not hesitate for a single moment to walk away once again. Remember, you are not merely seeking someone who simply wants you. You are, more importantly, seeking someone who truly values and profoundly respects you for who you are. Self-worth is an inherently magnetic quality. When you carry yourself with unwavering confidence and an unshakable sense of self-assurance, individuals naturally gravitate towards you. However, it is not simply about re-attracting her. It is fundamentally about steadfastly maintaining the elevated standards you have diligently set for yourself. This unwavering commitment ensures that any relationship you choose to enter into is meticulously built upon a solid foundation of mutual respect and genuine appreciation. By steadfastly holding on to your intrinsic self-worth, you not only effectively protect yourself from potentially unhealthy and destructive dynamics, but you also powerfully reinforce the unequivocal message that being in a relationship with you is indeed a distinct privilege. And that undoubtedly is a message she will never forget. Conclusion: